Where is everybody? I don't know. Can't get it. I don't know. I just fired it up. I was just laying in bed. I tried to go to sleep. It didn't work. Yeah, I laid down. I think maybe I fell asleep for like 5 minutes or something. I feel like maybe I passed out and then I woke back up. Oh, it's what time is it there? Oh, that's a crazy time shift. It's 11:19 p.m. here. It's not a big deal, man. Go to school, dude. Yeah, that's fine. And you're like on a whole other time scale. Like, that's wild. You're on the other side of the world. Yeah, I'm not. I haven't. I don't think I've done anything for Halloween since I was like 5 years old. I probably didn't even do anything then. I mean, it doesn't really suck. I mean, it's like it's just life sometimes, you know. Take this phone out of the stand. I mean, holidays are fun and everything. I just never celebrated holidays before. I mean, I don't know how to put that. I won't say I didn't celebrate holidays. It just wasn't a big deal where I lived or where I'm from. I have all these different stands all around. To find a different one. Turn off. There's like a wire in the way. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine it. Like, I think I might have gone trick or treating like 2 or 3 times in my life. Like, I would like go with other people that like, I don't even think I had like a costume or anything. I would just go hang out with my friends. Yeah, I know the feeling. That's for sure. Because, you know, like around that time, I mean, there's enough candy for the next month. You get sick of it. You can't even eat it all. Leftovers. Oh, man. I literally have nothing to do. It's so crazy. Probably get up in the morning, try to work out again or something. Yeah, that was always a big deal. Like, don't bring all your candy to school. So everybody would have like gobs and like just bags and bags of candy. That sucker's hot. You're not supposed to eat candy when you're hungry. You're supposed to eat real food. Why, you got like a haunted alley kind of street or something? Freddy Krueger used to live on your street? Huh. Well, maybe you need to make it popular. Good. What? You got a stalker? Maybe it's a girl who really likes you. If she really likes you, she'll stalk you, bro. You need to be careful. Somebody's trying to kidnap you. Turn this around. Oh, I guess I didn't realize that. Hey, you never know though. You didn't, I didn't know that. Well, that definitely decreases the chances. Huh. Sounds like you got a strange neighborhood. Yeah, something weird's going on, that's for sure. Oh, man. I wouldn't say that. I mean, usually, if you have instincts, if you have certain instincts, usually you're pretty correct. You're usually right on. I'm kind of that way. I know I overthink everything, but if I have an instinct, I get out of there. Yeah. Well, don't get too paranoid. This is again, this is like a strange neighborhood. Maybe it's wild animals. Maybe it's a cult living in the woods. Sounds like really sketchy stuff. Yeah, I think you live in like the Poltergeist neighborhood or something. You probably have one of those weird, strange addresses, like the house at the end of the street or something. Like the there's a movie like the house at the end of the road or whatever, such and such Creekside. I don't get that one often. This all sounds really sketchy. And it's Halloween. Doesn't even seem right. Oh yeah, it's definitely haunted. After you just described all that, yeah, it's definitely haunted. You got it's a lot of trouble. Yeah. No, the guy ran. I chased him for miles. No, it's not AI. Yeah, the guy stuck me pretty good. I had blood like from here down, dead like nipples down. I had blood in my shoes. It was really bad. I guess I gotta say it was pretty clean. I got kind of lucky in the situation. It was a pretty clean one, but to speak generally about it, like he stuck me pretty good, and then he ran, and I just instinctively went after him, and then the cops kind of caught up to us later. We got pretty far away, and they said I was lucky I didn't bleed out, because I mean I'm dead serious. Like I was drenched in blood like from here down. Yeah, this is a while back. I don't think so. I felt it. I definitely felt it. It kind of felt like it just kind of felt like a hard, kind of like a hard punch. in like the rib. Like it just kind of felt like a hard punch. That's the only way I can describe it. Yeah, you gotta be, some of these homeless individuals, you gotta be careful. I talk about all the time, like, there's a lot of homeless people here downtown, and I had a guy, I was riding my bike, this guy started running toward me. It was not gonna be a good day for him, I'll tell you that. I mean, like when I stopped, like he was in front of me and he started running at me, kind of like coming towards me. He's like running at me, and I stopped because it's inevitable if I'm going at him and he's coming at me. But he was running toward me and I stopped, and he kind of slowed his roll. And I didn't say anything to him, but he definitely stayed away from me. But yeah, you never know what's going through some of these people's minds. I think some of them want to get thrown in jail or put in prison so then they have somewhere to live. Yeah, I couldn't sleep, so I'm gonna go to bed here in a minute. I like that movie, by the way, that 28 Days Later. I thought it was pretty good. The original one was really good. I'm really into zombie apocalypse movies. I love them. Zombie apocalypse shows. I wasn't a big fan of The Walking Dead. It got to be like really repetitive with The Walking Dead, but I do like zombie apocalypse movies and TV shows. I saw it was 28 weeks later or whatever. I didn't see the last one they made. Yeah, I didn't see the last one they made. I know I kept seeing like advertisements for it, but I never saw it. I don't even know where they like put it out. Like if it was a Netflix thing or something. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. All I can say is I've been an athlete most of my life. I started like working out when I was pretty young, about 12 or 13 years old, and then just always played a lot of sports, basketball, baseball, soccer, like all the way from third grade up. I played all as many sports as I could get in. I wrestled, played football, ran track. I did everything I could. And then I obviously played sports in college. So I think a lot of it is just about athleticism. That's about all I can say. I've always liked working out. I still work out till today. Tonight I was on this Airdyne, man, just trying to get some cardio in. My bones are definitely not denser because I've had this arm has been broke twice. Um, I got a good little crook in my nose. I'd like to get my nose fixed if I could. Um, yeah, I've had a couple little injuries here or there. Yeah, man, I'm really liking the stationary bike. I did it tonight for 35 minutes. It was a good workout. I got a good sweat going. especially because I'm inside. I can turn the air conditioning off, and it's hotter in here. If it's warmer, then I can get a good sweat going. Yeah, if you like eating and you don't like working out, that's a problem. What is that? No. I had a match and I got elbowed in the nose, and I didn't really think it was broken or anything, but over time as it healed, it started healing and it kind of like healed crooked. So I just like to get it fixed if I could get it done. Yeah, and I definitely have issues like when I get up in the morning, like the one sinus is usually closed off, but it takes a while and it kind of clears up usually during the day. Yeah, I mean that's I'm not a big fan of the bare knuckle. I'm not a fan of like the slap competitions. Um, yeah, I mean I kind of believe in MMA because you have a 50-50 shot at it, where some of these other things it just doesn't make sense. And then, I think in the bare knuckle, the reason I'm kind of against it is just because I think a lot of guys break their hands or break their fingers or get their face busted up, and it just doesn't make sense to like try to make a career out of it. Yeah, that just doesn't sound cool to me. Like some of the combat sports, they're just like making stuff up to try to create chaos, I guess, and then hopefully people watch it. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. I mean, honestly, I was never really an MMA fan. I don't watch MMA. I just did it because I could make money doing it. Um, that was the only reason I really ever pursued it. I've never seen that movie, no. Oh. Well, you better start practicing. You better start practicing now. That's the issues you're having. Yeah, I think the sport is so big, it just kind of, there's a lot of people that just don't matter anymore. They don't have the big names and they're not really, the promotion is just pumping out shows and everybody participates and everybody gets paid. So they just keep doing more shows with no name fighters. Yeah, you need to start practicing. People are pinning you down. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go in here for a second. Yo, I went to brush my teeth. What's up, Greg? I'm right here. What's up, bro? I'm gonna move again. Spearmint-y, I don't know. Spearmint-like. I'm doing all right, I guess. I mean, life could be better, but I really can't complain. I'm very thankful for a lot of things. I have a lot of things to be very happy about, but life throws us all curveballs. You're right, like just all kinds of crazy things at one time. Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for the upswing. Like I kind of been neutral as of the last couple weeks, and just making some changes in my life, and I just hope everything works out. You know. I don't really look at it as like good or bad. I look at it more like I try to find the lesson. They say like lessons and blessings. Like I try to find the lesson in things, and I try to understand why certain things have to happen or why it doesn't happen, and I just kind of deal with it on that level. Yeah, I mean, I try not to worry about things. I'm definitely trying to make some changes though. Yeah, I've heard this before, and I'll say I have a lot of character. I've got a whole lot of character. And there comes a point where you go, I got enough character. Like, come on, like, something's. There has to be a major breakthrough somewhere here. Like, hey, I got enough character. I got a lot of character. But yes, I'm a true believer, and I'd like to think that everything I've been through has prepared me for something major. And I'm just waiting for that trigger to get pulled, like, hey, whatever's supposed to happen, let's get it going here. Because I have a lot of character. I'll tell you that. I've learned a lot over time. I must say, now that I'm getting a little older too, like, I'll shoot this back at you here in a second, but now that I'm getting older, I see a lot of things differently now, and I just have to say, like, it's a very, it's a way different perspective to be where I am now and look back on life and watch other people going through some of those same things. But on this topic, you said need you a woman. Um, I was kind of talking to some other people about this on like some of my subscribers and stuff. I was like, well, if I have a girlfriend, I'm not going to be able to get on here often, and I'll have to stop doing YouTube. And they're like, yeah, forget it. You don't need a girlfriend. I think my cauliflower ear is acting up. I feel like it's bubbling up or something. Yeah. Yeah, you can't. It's just not how it works these days. Sierra is back. I should say I'm back because I couldn't sleep. I laid down for a while. I just couldn't go to sleep. Um, I'll admit that I probably had the opportunity to get married. I couldn't like say I'd say maybe once or twice I had the opportunity to get married. Just didn't work out that way. It's like usual. We're just hanging out talking for a little bit. I'm contemplating what I'm going to do with my day tomorrow. This guy came on earlier. He said I look like Dame Dash. I was like, I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, very honestly, what I do is very simple. I use Mach 3 razors. And I think for me, like when I first started shaving my head, it was very difficult. Um, so I used shower mirrors, and it was very difficult at first to learn to shave my head, but now I do it so fast, it's like I don't even think about it. So I use aloe soap. I don't use any kind of shaving creams or anything like that. So I use aloe, like a bar of soap, and I just do my whole face, my head, everything, and then I just shave everything real quick and I'm done. I mean, it's the easiest thing in the world now. Now that I'm used to doing it. No, I don't do it daily. I just kind of do it whenever I'm in the shower or whenever I have time, or like some days I feel like I'm a little more rough. So like I might do it every day for a couple days in a row, or if I got somewhere to be, I'll say it's more like that. If I have somewhere to be where I have to be clean shaven or something like that, then I'll usually shave my face like once every 3 days, shave my head when I shave my face. So maybe once every 3 days or so. Sometimes I just wait a week or so. I mean, just again, it just depends on what I'm doing. Yeah, it's this is kind of strange. I talk to people about this all the time. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not very fast. Like, I'm not fast like I used to be when I was younger, but I'm in pretty good shape, man. I feel pretty good. Like I worked out with these kids today, and I mean, a lot of these younger kids, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're young kids, but I mean, I worked out with these kids and I have to back off of them, when we're running and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like I'm in decent shape. And then I've also had other friends. I had a friend of mine who died of like heart complications. He was like 48 years old, I think, or 49. Um, that Duke Rufus, he just passed, and I think they said he had a heart attack. He was 55. I really don't feel old, but I guess I know I'm 47. I know that, but I don't feel that bad. Sometimes I go without shaving and just see where it goes, but most of the time I end up shaving it off. I can't stand it. Yeah. I mean, that's life though, right? Like I remember same like 2005, I was playing video games all day, killing zombies all night, and then training all day and going to these big shows and traveling around. I mean, and now I'm just here. I don't, just is what it is. Some people say I look young, but I don't know. I think I have my days. Yeah, some people say black don't crack. Actually, my dad, he's 70, maybe 69-ish, 68, 69. I think my dad is like, I think he's upper 60s, and he looks pretty young for his age. Like he's not, his face isn't like wrinkly. He's got like really smooth skin. He's got like flat, smooth skin. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that Hulk Hogan passing away really bothered me for a few days. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. here. No, my dad doesn't work out. He's way past that. But even my dad says the same thing. He's like, you're 47. He's like, I see you running, and he goes, you look really good. You look healthy and strong. My dad says that he doesn't feel like he was as healthy, as strong as I am when he was my age. My dad doesn't really work out. I mean, he's an older guy. But in his day, he was a great football player. He was a great athlete. And all he's got, so there's on my dad's side of the family, it's 7 boys and 1 girl. And all of my uncles are just giants. They're just big men. You know, they're all 6'4" to 6'6". They're all 250 to like 280, 290 pounds. They're monstrous men. And they're very healthy guys. Yeah, if I wish I could show you, but I think I got a picture or two of him on my, maybe on my TikTok or probably on my Instagram. I bet on my Instagram or TikTok I got a picture of my dad. Well, if you know anybody, send them my way, all right? You're so funny. So, anyways, yeah, a lot of people. I think it's a really wild thing. Like if you see a picture of my mom at certain ages, you'd say I look like my mom, and then if you see pictures of my dad, you'd say I look like my dad. It's really strange. I think it just kind of depends on their age. Yep, everybody likes to talk about my bald head. It's all good. A guy earlier called me Damon Dash. He's like, "You look like Dash." I was like, "Yeah, whatever. I don't care." And by the way, I actually like Damon Dash. I think he's got a great story, and the guy's worth a ton of money. He said bald equals beautiful. Well, you can have a bald head. You just have to shave it. It's Mick Drewski with the IE, not a Y. We gotta get that together. Actually, earlier I was doing the green screen. Here, I'll show you. What's it doing that? There it is. I must have. I didn't select it right. Bald lives do matter. Oh yeah, dude. If you got a weird shaped head, don't shave it. Yeah, I always talk about that. Like people will be like, "Oh, you're bald." I'm like, "Well, I'm bald, but I got a round head, so I'm good." But if you're bald and you got a weird head, like some of those guys got like a flat back. That's horrible. They look like they got a cone head kind of thing. It's terrible. Yeah, I caught a 50-pound catfish a couple of years ago. Well, I shouldn't say a couple of years. This was like 5 years ago. Yeah, I started losing my hair kind of early, like maybe right around 21 years old. And then when I started kind of just seeing it go, I just started shaving my head. Are any of you guys new? Have you guys subscribed? Because, and I'm only asking this because I think I'm at like 800. I'm like at 799. I'm about to break 800. I've fished in the sea a couple times, but I only caught what they call like a couple sheephead. Caught some sheephead and a couple other smaller fish. Nothing big. Yeah. So Lee Murray came to Iowa. I actually fought Lee Murray, and then we trained together later. When I had hair, all I had to do was get it wet, run my fingers through it, and shake it out. It was good. I have no idea. Lee was a really tough guy, and he beat me. But he beat me early on. I didn't even have training yet. I fought Lee Murray with no training, and I almost beat him. It was pretty close. So yeah, Lee Murray is really popular because he pulled off like the biggest. It was like the biggest heist ever or something. It was the heist was I think it was like the England National Bank or something, the British National Bank, and they hit him. He hit him hard too. I mean, he got him for a lot of money. But and he would have got away with it actually. That's a bigger part of the story. Is he almost got away with it. Yeah, I don't know about that. I never heard about him getting stabbed. I know he got in a lot of trouble, but I don't know about him getting stabbed or anything like that. But me and Lee, he was a really good guy to me. I mean, we did fight, but after we fought, we just had mutual respect for each other, and we trained together, and it was actually really good. He was a nice guy. He was really nice to me. I mean, I only heard stories about the Tito thing, and I think that happened in England, and I was not there. Yeah, I mean, everybody talks about it, but I mean, I wasn't there. But I'll tell you what, that guy has range. He's got really long arms. He's got good reach, and he's really fast. I mean, he's got a good frame. He's got really long arms. He's really fast. He's a good boxer. Really tough guy. Yeah, I don't know the whole story. I've only heard about it, like little pieces. Yeah, it's kind of an old story. And like I said, my relationship to Lee Murray was great. So that just kind of nullifies everything I ever hear about him. He was always very respectful towards me. Like I said, once we fought, it was we were like brothers after that. Once again, I've only heard parts, bits and pieces of that story. I was saying my relationship to Lee Murray was really good after we fought. And then we trained together for quite a few weeks. And then he left and he came back. We trained together again. I think that's before you showed up, Sam. I don't know that legendary street fighter. I never knew that guy as a street fighter. I knew that guy as a MMA guy, not as a street fighter. What about Marvin Eastman? What about him? Yeah, man, you know I did the best I could do. And there was a long period of time I was sick, so I was gone for a long time, then I came back. did did Sam get away with it? Because he never gave me any of the money. Marvin Eastman? Oh, no, I'll be honest. I was never really a fan of Marvin Eastman. Um, I gotta say he was really strong. I will not lie about that. That guy grabbed a hold of me and he scared me. I was nervous. When he grabbed a hold of me, I couldn't believe how strong he was. But no, I never, not before nor after the fight, did I ever try to be friends with that guy. I know he was a big dude. He was super jacked. And I'm telling you, I was not expecting for him to grab a hold of me and for him to be that strong. He was a really strong guy. Yeah, I believe he was a great athlete as well. I'm trying to pop my damn toes. It won't pop. Yeah, I mean, it honestly scared me. Like I was fighting scared. Like he grabbed a hold of me and I was like, holy shit. He's so and he just has these big hands. He's like got big arms, big long arms and hands. It was no joke. Yeah, I saw the Rampage thing, but what I realized about it was like some kind of wrestling thing. It was like a wrestling promotion or something. It wasn't like a fight. Everybody's making it out like it was a real fight, and it wasn't. Yeah, I think everybody's and it's already the whole story's already dead. So whatever. If anything, it's probably some kind of hype to get attention. You know, like that's just the way I look at it. I don't know about that because, like I said, it was in a wrestling promotion. It wasn't like a street fight or anything like that. Yeah, but no matter what, it was a show. It wasn't again. It wasn't like some wild street fight or something. It was a wrestling promotion. And not to mention, I've seen these other documentaries about these wrestlers that do like extreme wrestling and stuff. I mean, there was a guy who was like, they were telling the story like I was literally trying to kill this guy and I threw him off the top of this cage, like 26 feet off the top of a cage onto some tables or something, and he's like, I was trying to kill him. I mean, what do you can't blame the kid for anything. It was a wrestling promotion. It was a show. It's wrestling. It's like not telegraphed. It's all choreographed. I mean, it was just an accident in my opinion. But these are my opinions. Yeah, to me again, it just kind of is what it is. Yeah, it's all scripted. So they're probably just viewing it as an accident. I mean, it was a promotion. Like, what do you? I mean, you can't blame somebody when it's all scripted and they're acting it out. It was just an accident. That's how they're probably viewing it. But again, I'm just saying my part. I don't know. I really don't know all the details of it. It just looked to me like people were making it out like they were hyping it and trying to bring Rampage into it as if Rampage had something to do with it or he was told what to do by somebody else or something. Like, and when you found out what really happened, it was just this kid was in a wrestling promotion and there was an accident. I mean, what do you expect? These things happen all the time. People get hurt all the time in WWE and all these other organizations, and nothing happens to them because it's an accident. Well, like I said, it was a wrestling promotion. It wasn't like this kid went out and just grabbed somebody and slammed him on the ground and hurt him. They were in a wrestling environment. That's what they do. I think if anything, he's probably in trouble because he is Rampage Jackson's kid. So they're probably going to drag that into it. Yeah, I mean, I think Sam is saying it right there. The promoter told him what to do. It's all scripted, and he did what the promoter told him to do. Done deal. Yeah, it's Sam. It is Sam Hogar, the Alaskan assassin. Yeah, again, I don't know. I don't know what about knowing his limits or any of that, but when somebody tells you it's scripted and tells you exactly what to do and you go do it and there's an accident, it's just an accident. It's what happens. But again, I will put this out there. It's just my opinion. I may not know a damn thing. I may be retarded or whatever you want to say. But listen, guys, I've been on here for almost an hour and a half. I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to try to get some sleep. So I'm going to close out this live. I'll be in touch with you, Sam, all right? I'll give you a call maybe tomorrow. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.